Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today I continue talking about a series of topic household chores vocabulary. So now we are going to learn vocabulary for the living space. Okay, the living space here we are talking about the living room and the garage. Now let's get started. First, I want to mention the activity of cleaning the floor in the living room. Okay, now in order to describe this activity, we might say, okay, I broom the floor, I mop the floor, I vacuum the floor. Okay, now I'll explain to you clearly. First, if your family has a hardwood floor or the ceramic or the tiles floor, you might need a broom to sweep the floor. Okay, now repeat after me. I need to sweep the floor with a broom. Of course, if you have to sweep the floor, you definitely need a broom. So what is the broom? I think you know the meaning of this word. The broom is a thing is very common, right? And easy to use, right? And I think if your family has a baby or has a dog, for example, you probably do this job 3 times a day. Yes. Or in at least you have to sweep the floor at least once a day. Now, after sweeping the floor, now you want the floor to smell nice, okay? Now you mop the floor. Okay, now repeat after me. I need to mop the floor with a mop. So, what does it mean, mop? Mop is a device and a tool equipment that has two parts. And the first part is a handle where you can hold it, right? And at the bottom of the handle is a bunch of thick strings, and this part, the second part, can collect a liquid, right? So how to use a mop? Okay, you dip the mop into the bucket and then you mop the floor. Okay, right? After mopping the floor, and you of course the floor gets wet, right? And in order to dry it up, you might probably use a sponge or a rag. So repeat after me. Oh, I need to dry it up with a rag. I am going to dry it up with a sponge. Sponge means artificial or natural material that is light, soft, and full of holes that can hold water easily. And sponge is often used for washing or cleaning. Some people often use a bath sponge to wash their body. Okay, so now you can say, but you can say, oh, I am going to dry the floor with a rag. But it is more natural when you use a phrasal verb, dry up. Okay, dry it up. Okay, it's rather than saying, oh, I am going to dry up the liquid on the floor with a rag. It's better. Okay, remember, we should use a phrasal verb to make your sentence more natural. Okay, and next, after you mop the floor and you look at the floor in your house so nice and clean, right? But but your house has a carpet or rug. Right, you know, rug can also like a carpet, but it's smaller and it can remove. It is rug. If your house has a carpet or rug, you may you might don't use a broom or a mop, but you have to use a vacuum. You know, vacuum. So we can say, I need to vacuum the floor with a vacuum. Remember, I need to vacuum the floor with a vacuum. Next, now when you are done to clean the floor, but you look at the furniture and you find it, oh, the furniture is a little dusty. Okay, dusty. You find a thick or a thin layer of dust settled on the furniture that you haven't been cleaning past a few days. So now you need to dust the furniture with a duster. Remember, a duster. You know the word dust? Dust is also a noun and a verb. Dust with dust as a verb means you wipe the dust on the furniture. Okay, so duster is an equipment that we can use to dust furniture furniture that is settled on your furniture. Okay, moreover, you can use a duster to dust the shelves or around the knickknacks. Do you know knickknacks? Okay, let me tell you more. For example, when you get into someone's house, okay, just stepping into the living room opposite the main door, you can see a cupboard that people often has put some small things, some small objects, right? Some objects in the cupboard these are called knickknacks. Okay, for example, it is a small statue. Okay, or sometimes people travel, right, in some tourism destinations, right, and you buy some knickknacks, buy some objects, okay, as a souvenir, and then when they come back home, they put them into the cupboard in the living room for decoration. So knickknacks means a small object of little worth that is used for decoration in your house. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now you can use a duster to dust around the knickknacks or to dust the shelves, to dust the furniture. Okay. Now, I find that in many houses, especially in the major city, people often put some spots bonsai in the living room, right? So please don't forget to water the plants, right? And of course, we can water the plants with the watering can. Okay, now you know that any room in your house has at least a window, right? Now you need to clean the window, to wash the window, and you can also say, oh, I need to squeegee the window with a squeegee. Okay, so here you might notice that a lot of words are using for household chores are nouns, right? And they are also verbs, right? I can give you some examples. That I need to mop the floor with a mop. Okay, I need to vacuum the floor with a vacuum. I need to squeegee the window with a squeegee, or I need to iron some clothes with an iron, right? Okay, it's so great, right, when you just learn one word and you can use it in two ways, right? Interesting. Okay, now we continue imagining that if your house has a baby, for example, and you properly constantly tidying. Okay, if your house has a baby, you are properly constantly tidying up, right? At least once a week, right? You constantly tidy up because you hopefully teach your children to tidy up, right? So you can say, oh, I need to clean up, or I need to tidy up the living room, for example. So clean up and tidy up are the same meaning. It means you put things in their proper places. Remember, clean up or tidy up, it means you put things in their proper places. Okay, tidy up. Well, come to the last activity, that is the do the ironing. And do you often do this job? In my family, I'm always the person who are in charge of this job. Okay, and I often do the iron at least once a week, because my husband and me goes to work, right? And our uniform uh, our uniform going to work are blazers and pants, trousers. So uh, iron these clothes. But I remember that when I come to my husband's friend's house, my husband's friend, and when I suggested that they borrowed me an iron, uh, an iron, an iron, so that I ironed our clothes, because we put in the suitcase. And of course the clothes, when I took them out of the suitcase, oh, there are a lot of wrinkles on our wrinkles, right? So I need to iron the clothes. But his wife said that, oh, we don't have any iron in my house. Okay, so do you know why? Because they don't think that is necessary in their house these days, because their casual wear are polo t-shirt and jeans and shorts, right? So these clothes don't need to iron, right? So do you know that I've been doing the ironing the last 10 years? Yes, the last 10 years. Okay, now, and you know that when I finish doing the ironing, right? I open the wardrobe. Oh, and I see a row of completely ironed clothes hanging on a hook in the wardrobe. Oh, I feel so happy because the clothes look so new and nice, and they look like the clothes in the clothes store. Okay, does I scare you a script when I after finish and I finish a jar in the daily life. Okay, now, and uh, remember that I need what equipments I need to do the ironing. Okay, first I need an iron. Okay, then to iron on the ironing board, and of course, in order to do the ironing, I have to plug in the iron. Okay, plug in. You know, plug in. That means you get the electricity to the iron, so that the electricity hit an equipment in the iron, so that um, the the heat make the wrinkles flatter. Okay. Now, now we go to the garage. Okay. When you go to, you know that the garage is used to set your car, right? But a lot of people use their garage as a storage. Okay, they use it for storage. Yes. You need to tidy up, or you clean up the garage. As I told you in the previous part of this lesson, that clean up means tidy up. So it means you just go get into the garage and you put things into the boxes that they should be in. Okay, and I think this is a small task, and you might use it. You do it every week, right? Once a week. But now, when you want to clean out the garage, so what does it mean? Okay, do you remember in the previous lesson, as in the when you go into the kitchen and you say that, oh, today I need to clean out the fridge. Oh, clean out has different bit different from clean up. Okay, clean up means tidy up, so clean out is different from clean up. Clean out means you take everything out, and then you put it back, put things back that are necessary. For example, you find that, oh, this thing is so old, this thing is expired, or this thing is damaged. So put things away. You put the things away, and then you just put the bag in the garage. Something that is necessary, that is essential. That means clean out. Okay, so it's a difference between clean out and tidy up. Okay, tidy up means you just put something that is rarely used, that is rarely used, that is rarely used, that don't use often. Okay, and then you put things in the boxes that they should be in. But if you want to clean out the garage, it means you take everything out, and then you go through, you check, you find something are old, something is old, something is expired, something is damaged, and you put them away. You just keep in there. Something is necessary, something is essential, right? Okay, now there was a lot of cleaning, so please let me know which chore do you hate the most. Okay, let me know in the comment. Okay, I'll see you the next time with a new lesson. Okay, now goodbye.